drinking whiskey with probably one of my favourite people to drink whiskey with, because I learned something new.
That's very lovely. I love that your affection for me is conditional on there being
Very conditional.
whiskey present.
My love is conditional.
Beyond that,
yeah.
wouldn't give me the time of day.
Well, Woodford sounds wholesome. It sounds nice. I'd say people do yoga there. I'd say there might be a few bears.
Whiskey is always forever associated with the Irish people, but like never big into my whiskies at all. Appreciate them. Like I have had nice whiskies,
Absolutely.
but wouldn't be my go-to drink.
There's not a huge variety of them available, like generally in Ireland. Like every now and again, you like a double oak will show up in a shop, or like they have like the Masters Select Series or something like that. But
I love when you talk about whiskey.
Thank you.
Like...
Thanks. It's all I know how to talk about. I think this might be Woodford.
I mean, okay, this looks like Spenny.
Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Now you're just confusing things. Is it bourbon or is it whiskey?
It's the same thing.
So nice.
Such a nice bottle, isn't
Isn't it such a beautiful bottle?
Do you know what I like about it? And I don't know why. I feel like you could hide it in a bookshelf.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
You could just slip
You'd
it
be like
in.
Shakespeare, you know, Katie Price's autobiography. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
This is what I'm here for.
Exactly.
You know what
Cheers.
I mean? Staunch good time. Go on. Eye contact. I don't want no bad sex. Yeah, that's nice. I mean,
nice. That's
as they go.
So easy to drink.
Too
I love
easy.
it.
43.2. I love that, like 0.2.
Sure, why not?
I like that.
Me too. I
It
know.
didn't make me grimace, which is normally a good sign.
It did make me grimace,
Okay.
but I not in a bad way. I think it's just the sting of the alcohol,
Yeah.
rather than the flavour.
Like, it's definitely, yeah, it's a little bit more fiery than I'd like. Even on the lips, it's a bit much.
Bourbons, I think sometimes they're a bit too easy to drink. That they're just like nectar. You could just sup away.
Can we guess? Can we do Price is Right?
I'm gonna say 45 euro.
That's what I was going to say. Okay.
Okay.
Right, exactly. Oh, right.
How bad is it that we were both like 40 quid?
As a sipper goes, that's not bad. I think I'd already need to be a little tipsy in order to appreciate it more. I feel like that's a bit much to start.
What's your favourite whiskey? More importantly.
Oh, Christ. Favorite bourbon is Eagle Rare.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah. And it has... This is going to sound really pretentious.
Oh, do it. I love when you sound pretentious.
So it has this almost kind of like real grassy characteristic to
Okay.
it. That like when I smell it, it kind of reminds me of like fresh cut grass in the
Right.
field in childhood. So that's what I like about Eagle Rare.
Was that before or after you recorded your jazz album?
It was during.
Oh.
It was on the breaks.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I just had the band,
Wow.
riff a little bit, and I went out and...
I can already see the comments. Everyone's going to go feral. First, he had a cardigan. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing when he got dressed.
Ooh.
Oh, gorgeous.
This... Okay, I've never actually had double oaked, but I've seen double oaked.
This would be more difficult to hide in a book, I feel, compared to the last one.
More like Danny DeVito.
Exactly. Squat, wider.
Woodford Reserve double oaked.
It's darker. It's gonna be so double oaked. Does that mean that it's gonna be like woodier?
Now, for those of us watching, and also me who doesn't really understand, what does double oaked mean? Go on, put your sexy glasses back on.
I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, that was very good.
So just finished in a second oak barrel.
Fab.
So that's it. There's
Why
just more
not?
oak.
So this is a double oaked version of Woodford Reserve, double oaked up on a Thursday afternoon. This is a highly rated bourbon with more spice, more oak, and some rich chocolatey notes.
I feel like this is going to be smoky char.
A lot more.
I feel like I could be wrong because sometimes my nose completely leads me astray, but like, is it kind of smoky?
I think you're
something?
getting more than like the char, the wood.
That's probably what it is. Is that not smoky?
It's okay. So smoky is one of those.
Smoky and char, like what's the diff?
So whenever I say smoky, I'm referring to peat.
Okay.
With char, it's like the burning of the barrels.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Oh,
That goes down very easy.
too easy.
Yeah.
I get the chocolatey notes. That's yummy.
Oh, that's very nice.
See, I'm actually getting. I feel like that's so mild. That's like silk.
Not as full of a taste, but it's slinky.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I'm here. Woo! And it's down the throat. This one's a dilettante.
Yeah. No, I love her. She's like your best friend. That's like a bit of a
Yeah.
hot mess, but also always lands on her feet.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a tiny bit of burn, but it's just at the top of the throat. At the top of the
Yeah.
entrance to the esophagus.
But the flavor is just so tasty and mild.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
is actually beautiful.
So like this feels like I think it's just like one step up from the regular Woodford. So I feel like it's probably not the most expensive whiskey, but like if you brought this out like to guests in the house,
Oh, I
they'd
know.
be like, oh my god, with these Ferrero Rocher, you're spoiling us.
Yeah, I think a bottle of whiskey is a beautiful gift to give someone.
Oh, do you know the episode of Sex and the City where she falls out the window?
That's
That's
exactly
her.
what I was
That's
thinking
her.
of when you
She's
did
like,
that impression.
New York is so boring now.
This used to need to be alive.
So that's what that bottle is.
Yeah.
That's her, yeah. That's an awful way to go, though, isn't
I
it?
know.
I mean, like, they kind of all smell very similar, but they all smell great.
So we're back in book hiding territory. This one
Yeah.
is
Rye whiskey. It's not.
Okay.
It's not a bourbon.
I love rye, and I feel like I gravitate a lot more towards rye these days.
Oh, the Eagle Rare rye is my favorite rye.
Yeah, I just like that little bit of extra pepperiness and spice.
Exactly. It's so fun.
this is made from rye, but will it send us a rye?
Oh, very good.
I definitely smell spices.
Yeah?
Yeah. Cheers.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting the smell of the spices now.
Oh,
Okay. I like the first initial taste, and then I don't like it once I swallow it. The aftertaste isn't giving it.
It's so smooth. It's gorgeous.
I like that little bit more, as I said, like the kind of pepperiness.
It's really nice.
this is giving me like Groundskeeper Willie. Yes. Like, "Arr!" And it's like a punch on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
upper mouth.
Yeah.
Not as mild as the second, but milder than the first. And I prefer the flavor. Like this is better than the first. This is actually better.
Yeah,
than the
yeah,
first, which
yeah.
is surprising because I didn't like the smell,
Yeah.
but the taste is nice.
Yeah.
They're all just so good. I can't find fault with any of them.
I don't think I've ever found fault with a whiskey.
That one wasn't as bad, that slug.
No, the second one never is. Did I get you?
2 is the best.
Yeah.
This is the 3 is the second best, and then 1
Yeah.
is at the bottom.
Yep. I mean, you start spouting out numbers when we're drinking. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't do maths. I'm too pretty. Do you know what I mean? But
We've had the 3 that I have either had or know of. And I know that like Woodford do like an experimental series, and
Oh,
they
fun.
kind of do a
Like
limited
a
amount
limited
each time. Yeah, so I'm wondering maybe it's one of those. I don't know if my vision is getting blurrier or these are getting darker.
I
but
think they're getting darker.
5 malt stouted mash.
What's a mash?
It was the mash.
It was
It was the 5 malt stouted mash. But will this be a graveyard smash?
5 malt stouted mash. So also
I
not
love potatoes.
also not a. It's not
I know.
This looks fab. I'm very
does.
excited. Tell me now.
5 malt stouted mash.
To me, don't fully understand what that means, but no, I'm going to have a good time.
So first of all, it's malt, so it's not bourbon. It's
Yeah.
actually a malt whiskey.
Sorry, I can't understand.
Yeah, no, it's not making any sense.
Sorry. So it's not a bourbon, it's actually a malt whiskey. So it's made with malted barley as opposed to bourbon, which is primarily corn. 5 malt, either 5 different types of malt
Okay.
or malt from 5 places. Stouted, I'm going to assume they roasted it. So they roasted the barley like if you were going to make a stout where you roast the stout. And then after roasting it, they would then brew it and distill it.
I think this is the smallest smell of all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. The smallest smell.
Cheers. Okay.
Cheers. What's this about making eye contact when you cheers?
Do you not know this?
No.
Bad sex?
Bad sex?
Yeah, it's like if you don't make eye contact when you're saying cheers, like you'll have bad sex for 7 years.
Finally.
It
I
explains
have
that.
I have an excuse.
Well, is this our last one?
This is our last one.
Sláinte.
Ooh.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Oh, going right in the end. Oh, wow, it is smoky.
Yeah.
Flavor at first is nice. It goes sweet and then a little bit tart, but then at the end it's like paint stripper.
I love when like brands just like let's be weird. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Hey, I'm all about it.
I feel like someone just lit a cigarette in my mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a kiss and a smoker, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like
This is Patty and Selma.
Caramel or chocolate, I'm not getting. Caramel, maybe. Vanilla, yeah. Oak, never licked a tree.
This is so good. It's so good that it makes me sad that I don't immediately have some at home. But I feel like we'll find
figure
it.
that out, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
We'll plan a trip to Kentucky as well.
it has to be done. I feel like they welcome us with open arms.
Now that you've tried 4 varieties of Woodford Reserve Bourbon, what do you think overall?
I was impressed.
Very impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Surprised at how much we didn't like the more expensive ones, which I think says a lot more about us.
Yeah, I think I've always known I'm a cheap date at heart, and this has just confirmed it.
I just don't think I'm ever gonna be a whiskey gal. But that's okay.
me
I like
neither.
other ones. You know, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna stop drinking. It's grand.
I'm gonna keep drinking.
Oh, there was nothing gimmicky about them.
No.
It was just, here's some really well made stuff.
Yeah.
They're all
Enjoy.
kind of different to each other.
Yeah.
They're going in different directions. It's great.
It's just so good.
And I got to wear glasses, which...
I know. I really enjoyed that.
Thank you. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Be sure to come back every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's it.
That's all. That's all we get. That's it.
I subverted your expectations.
Right,
It's like,
okay.
I thought it was going to be real fancy. It's like, nope.
It's fine. Keep them guessing.